Hello PolygonCrafters! My name is FlexAtera13 and I'm together with Orendigo. We are two of the operators who run this server, and in this video we will give you a complete tutorial on how to use the economy specifically on our server PolygonCraft.
Yes, and in this tutorial we're going to be teaching you how to use the basic commands of the economy, how to sell and buy stuff at the market, how to use chess shops of other players, how to make chess shops for yourself for other players, and finally how to auction stuff. There will be 5 annotations on the screen of this video which can point you to these 5 categories.
Okay.
Or you can just walk through it.
Or you can just keep on watching and see it all. Good luck.
For this first part, we're going to be talking about the basic PolygonCraft economy commands. The first PolygonCraft economy command is /money. /money will show you how much money you have on the server.
What you're pretty much seeing is the balance being split into polys and pixels. The polys and pixels are our way of currency, whereas in a normal, general nowadays economy you have dollars and cents, and 100 cents making up $1. We have pixels, and where 100 pixels make up 1 poly. So, for example, my current balance is 1,337 polys and 50 pixels.
Yes. Our next PolygonCraft economy command is /money_top.
So that is /money space top, just like this.
That command will show you the top players with the top amount of money on the server.
Exactly. So this is the way you can pretty much see how close you are to becoming the richest player on the server.
The final economy command is a /pay command. This command will allow you to play a certain player on the server any amount of money.
So for example, I'm gonna pay Orendigo 100 polys.
Assuming you have the amount of money already in your accounts. I'm going to pay Plexo back his 100 polys.
See, and I have just received the polys back, so my account balance is exactly the way it was. So those are the basic commands to get, receive, and check the balances of people. On to the next part. Okay, so in the second part we will show you the basic ways how our dynamic economy works. So first of all, wherever you are on the server, you can do /warp market to go to the actual location of the shop. As you can see, this is the shop at the spawn of our world called Rivus. Once you walk inside of this shop, you'll get a notification that you have entered the server shop, and there are the signs over here that explain the basic commands. But for your convenience, we're also going to explain these commands right now in this video. So the first command you will probably use is trying to find an item, or trying to find the value of a certain item before you want to buy or sell this item, of course. So let's say we are interested in buying, let's say, some redstone. So we do the /value space the item name that you want to look for. So /value redstone, for example. And it tells me that there are over 5,000 pieces of redstone available at the store, and I can buy one for 0.11 polys or 11 pixels for 1 piece of redstone. I can buy this redstone for, let's say, how much redstone would I want to buy?
I think perhaps half a stack.
Let's buy 32 pieces. And as you can see, I just bought 32 redstone for 3 polys. And if you remember my balance from last time, if we check /money, we can actually see that that amount of money has been subtracted from my account. If we do /value redstone again, okay, you can see that the stock has gone down by 32. And there has been a minor price change, so minor you can even see it just because redstone is worth not too much. But for example, if I were to buy like 5,000 pieces, you would see this price go up a lot. That is a dynamic part of your economy, which means that when demand is high, prices will go up. When supply is high, the prices will go down. That is how you can buy things. You can also sell things by doing /sell. So I'm going to sell 16 pieces of redstone. /sell redstone 16. I was currently holding the object, but I don't have to hold the object. I can just do /sell 8 and it will find it in your inventory and sell it and give the money to you and subtract the items, as you can see. Now another way to sell items is you make sure you are holding it and do /HS, which is short for hand sell. So the item you're holding in your hand will be sold. So I can say I want to sell 4 of what I'm holding in my hand, which would be 4 redstone. And exactly, it subtracts, or it gives me the money and it subtracts the amount items from my inventory. What I could also do is /HS max. Now, let's say my entire inventory was full of redstone. Doing this command would make it so that all the redstone in my entire inventory would be sold. In addition to that, you can, instead of doing /HS, also do /sell all, which would sell all the items it can find in your inventory, unless it is not being accepted at the shop. So it sold all my items successfully for nothing because my inventory was empty. That will get you to buy and sell the basic items. You can also view what the shop has in stock by doing /browse shop, or /BS for short. And let's say we want to look at diamonds. So then it will tell me, well, 1 diamond, just a diamond item, can be bought for 27.6 polys a piece. And this is the amount that is available. Diamond axes, however, have different prices, and you can see everything that has diamond in it. That is the way how you can browse for stuff. So let me also show you the diamond page 2. /BS space diamond space 2 will show the second page. And for our next part we'll need a diamond sword. So I will buy a diamond sword by doing /buy diamond sword. And I want to buy 1. And now I have bought 1 for the price listed as here. Then I can use a diamond sword, completely normal.
I'm gonna back away.
Well, PvP isn't on, or it isn't here. Okay, now as you can see, I even took some uses of the item, and I think I cannot sell it anymore. As you can see, I sold it again, but it will take into account the durability. So if I were to sell a diamond sword that is broken halfway, I would only get half of the price for it. And that is also why there is 207.94 diamond sword available, because durability. So let's buy that diamond sword again, because we need it. Because you can also buy and sell enchantment in this shop. You have specific commands for that, that being /e buy for enchantment buy or enchantment sell. They pretty much work the same way. So let's say we want to enchant our sword with sharpness 1. Okay, oh, of course we need to do an underscore here. And because that's the name. And you can see for half a polygon I bought, oh, let me open up my inventory, a sharpness 1 for my sword. And I can also sell this, of course. So let's do sell sharpness 1. And this will take it from the item you are holding in your hand, by the way. So if I were to be holding this and trying to buy sharpness, it will tell me that I'm not holding something that can accept an enchantment. And lastly, you can also browse through all the enchantments, of course, and it will know if a certain item cannot have an enchantment or if you already have it. Okay, so then lastly, what is also explained on these signs, you can buy and sell experience just like it is an item. So I can do /buy XP, and let's say I want 1000 experience. So that cost me quite a lot of money, 450 polys, as you can see. And that got me to level 22. As you can see. There you go. I am now level 22. I can also sell this experience, just like any other regular item, doing /sell XP 500. And there you go. That is half of the money gained back. So if you have a mob farm, for example, you could just sell experience and make money off of that as well. Those are the main commands that are needed to buy and sell items and enchantments, or anything like you really need in game. You can always do over here /HC for help on these commands. They explain how to buy and sell certain stuff. Mainly the HC buy and HC sell commands will explain everything. So yeah, that was the second part. And we'll see you on the third part. Okay, now up to the third part of our tutorial, which will mainly cover how to use chest shops. As you can see, a player of our server called Viso has made 3 different type of chest shops here. A certain buy chest, sell chest, and trade chest. So we're going to cover all 3 of these. Okay, so first let's go into the buy chest. This means I, as a user of this chest, can buy items from the player called Viso. Viso is currently offering wool, 2 types of wool, and some tools with enchantments. So let's say we want to try and buy something from him. You know what, we're gonna buy 8 red wool. To do this, you simply right-click this item, and as you can see behind me here, over here, it says I have bought 1 red wool. So I can keep buying this, and now I have bought 18 pieces of red wool, and the money is given to Viso. You can also buy the entire stack of the item by shift right-clicking, and then I buy all 32 pieces. Just regular left-clicking will tell you the price at which it can be bought. You can also do this by doing something like /values red wool. That will also tell you, and also the global shop, which we were at earlier, will tell you that also the price of that will be told to you. So that is how you use a buy chest with regular items. Now as you can see, there are also some enchanted items here. So let's say I want to buy the sharpness 3 from his sword onto my sword. All I need to do is simply hold the sword and right click it. Now as you can see, the enchantment has been removed here and it has been given or applied to my own sword. The money has been subtracted from my account and been given to Viso. Now I can right click again to buy the actual sword, which is pretty nice. Works fine. Let's say I am holding this sword and I also want to buy this power 3 enchantment for my own bow. But if you're not having it selected, as you can see I have the sword selected, and right click it, I won't be able to buy it. I can check, of course, the price for the item, but that's not what we want to do. You have to hold the bow and right click it. Shift right clicking won't do anything, by the way, in this case. So now I bought the enchantment and I can also buy the item if I want, if I so desire. So that is how a buy chest works. If I try to sell anything to this chest, which is done by right-clicking stuff in your own inventory, you cannot sell anything here, as it's told to you in chat. To sell items, we have this chest. Viso currently has yellow wool and blue wool. If I try to buy this, it will tell me I cannot buy stuff over here. So I can only sell the items Viso puts on display in this chest. So that way you can make sure that you're not being ripped off. So to use this, you can simply right click your item to sell the item. I can shift right click to sell all of it. But I won't be able to sell any of these other items since Viso is not accepting them. Then finally the trade chest. This is a combination of the two, where you can both buy items and sell items. However, if for example, I can sell all my red wool here, without any problem. But if I buy all the blue wool, there is no longer blue wool in this chest, so I won't be able to sell it back to him. Whereas if I were to buy like everything but one piece of red wool, I could still sell it all back to him, if I so desire. And that is a way how you can use chest shops made by other people. Okay, now that you know how to use chest shops, you probably also want to know how to make them yourself. I can make these 3 chests to be the buy, sell, and trade chest. Also, as you can see, Lockhead is telling me you can place a sign saying private. That is not required with this plugin, since the plugin that handles these chest shops will automatically make it so that only the owner of the chest can use them and not anybody else. So to make a buy chest, all we need to do is say this on the second line. It will put my name there, and now I have my own fancy buy chest. It works very same for sell, and as you probably expect, it will work the same for trade as well. Make sure the chests you are going to use are empty, because otherwise you would be able to claim items from anybody else. It's the only reason to do that is to make sure that pricing doesn't get messed up. Also, like we didn't explain this last time, but the prices of the items are decided by the plugin itself. So now let me stock my shops in such a fashion as we did in the previous part. Now Orendigo over here comes over to my shop. I have stocked my buy chest with these 2 items because I don't need those anymore. So he comes up to them, he can open the chest and buy those items from me.
Ooh, love this wool. Very nice.
As you can see, my balance is going up and the wool is disappearing. He can also buy all of it. And
this would look fantastic on my floor.
Exactly. With the sell chest, he can only sell blue wool and yellow wool. So if I were to do it like this, the shop would be no different from him. So see, he sold all the wool he bought from me earlier. He sold that all to this chest, and it is now right over here. With the trade chest, he can do buying and selling, as we showed in the previous part. He can buy stuff from me, and he can sell stuff to me. And that is exactly how you make your own chest shops. Way easier than you probably expect. Pricing is all done through the economy. You don't have to update your prices or anything. You can check on your shops daily, and you don't need a separate chest for every single item in the game.
Hey.
So yeah, that is how to make your own chest shops and stocking them.
The last part of this PolygonCraft economy tutorial is the /auction command. This is not part of HyperConomy, it's its own plugin, still part of our economy.
Yes.
The /auction command can be initiated with either /auction or /auc. Following /auction or /auc is a start or S. After that, it depends on what you're holding in your hand will be used as the item you're auctioning. So after you have /auction and start, you have the quantity, the price, the increments, and the time of which you want your auction to be held. Default time is how much, Flexo?
I think it is 2 minutes. We can find out really soon. So what I'm doing here is I am holding 31 pieces of blue wool. So I am starting an auction with 31 items. The starting bid is 10, and every increment will be 5. And I am not going to put in a time so you can see what the default auction is. So let me do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to start an auction right now. But as you can see, Viso already started an auction.
A very different important command in the auctioning commands is /bid command. With this command, players can all bid on the item that is currently being placed. If Flexo tries to bid 4, he won't be able to because... Oh, yeah. Alright, never mind.
Okay, if you do /bid, you'll do the lowest valid bid on the current auction. As you can see, the increment is 5, so if John does /bid now, he will overbid me. See, he has raised it to 15, but we really want this red wool, so we do /bid again.
Oh, no, I want this. It would look fantastic.
And as you can see, it said anti-snipe because there were only 10 seconds or less remaining. As you can see, I will wait for the countdown. There's the countdown, and I bid right now. It adds an additional 10 seconds to the timer.
No.
That way I can make sure that I really get this red wool.
I don't have enough money.
Oh. So as you can see, I bought the red wool. It has been removed from Visa's inventory, and I got it. But remember, we started an auction earlier. So, if I'm correct, there we go. I don't even have to do a command, because I put that auction into the queue. So, I am now auctioning off blue wool for 1 minute. 1 minute is the default time then. You can also specify like 120 seconds if you wanted a longer auction. So the first bid would be 10 polys, but we're gonna have this auction run out right now without any bids.
Extra commands in the /auction include /auction stfu, which will make it so that you ignore all auctions.
Exactly.
So you're not spammed.
Yeah. As you can see, the auction will put quite a lot of messages in your chat. So there are, I think /auc space off will work, but we like the version /auc space stfu way more, because that also works. And to turn it back on, I think it is /auc space on, but it will tell you that in game when you try to do something at the auction. That way your inventory, your chat isn't spammed while you're doing something else. And as you can see, since nobody bid on the auction, my items have been returned into my inventory and I did not receive any money. Okay, we have come to the end of the tutorial. We hope that all of these 5 parts were clear. If you still don't understand a thing, go ahead and watch it again. This video will be here forever, so...
Hey.
We really hope that you have learned something from this tutorial and that you now know how to become the richest player on PolygonCraft.
I know I will.
Okay, bye bye, and we hope to see you on play.polygoncraft.net.